Guys, what's going on? It's officially the end of day 2. So I had the surgery the day before yesterday, and I think I can finally put a shirt on now. I'm a little more recovered. I'm a little more sane. I got my my head underneath me now. One thing I noticed, and I joked about this with one of the nurses, and I said, because the first night I had great sleep, but interestingly enough, last night, which was the second night sleeping, my sleep was just okay. It was just so. And I told the nurse, I was like, maybe my sleep on the first night wasn't as good as I thought it was because I used a sleeping pill. Totally went over my mind. I know I took it. I just didn't register that that's the reason why I had such good sleep. I thought maybe it was just because, when your body's going through some trauma, it just wants to go to sleep. If you're really tired, your body just wants to go to sleep. Anyways, so I did wake up once in the middle of the night yesterday, and I wasn't able to go back to it. But again, it wasn't that bad. It was quite manageable. The doctor actually offered me more sleeping pills, but I said, I think I'm okay. The second night was manageable. This third night, which I'm about to do, you would think should be even, better, right? So I was like, I think I can skip those. But today I had my second post-op appointment, and the main reason that I had them back to back was because of the condition on the back of my scalp. Unfortunately, I can't really turn in. Maybe I'm not sure if you guys can see it there, but the lighting and the angle is not the best. Either way, I don't think that's normal. Normally you'll go in one day after, and then maybe 3 or 5 days after or something. Anyways, they wanted to see the back of my head, and that's what we did. So I went there again at 11. I got there early. I was just relaxing for a bit in the reception, and then the nurse came in and she was like, follow me. One thing you'll notice that's a little bit different is I don't have all the bandaging, because there was a layer of the white bandaging underneath this black headband. My hair is like dark black, so it's hard to see the headband, but if I get in close there, you can definitely see it in the front. And then it's going all the way around, and it's basically like, goes over the stitches. And that was mainly just to provide some extra protection for the stitches, especially in case there was any, bleeding or leakage and whatnot. So that's another thing that we discussed, is that they said the redness has gone down a lot. So I'll show you guys. This is only 2 days after, and man, in my opinion, I'll turn an extra light on for you guys. I don't want to leave the lights on because, I don't want you guys to be distracted by the background in my place. But man, it's gone to like a dark red. So before it was kind of like a bright red. Oh man, I got too much hair in the way. It sounds funny when I say it like that. Like, oh, I got too much hair in the way. I can't show my new hair transplant because all the hair from my first transplant is basically covering it up. But that's another little joke I made with the nurse. Because on the first day, like the morning after, I did not wear. They give you a bandana, right? They put it on you when you leave the clinic, the day 0. The next day, I didn't want to be late. I was in a little bit of a hurry, and I didn't know how to put it on, so I just left it off. And I was riding the metro, and I walked up to the platform. A girl looked at me. She didn't say anything, and she just walked off to another car. And I was like, okay, I am 100% sure that I'm probably the reason. I basically scared her off because I had a bunch of bandages, and I was still quite red. It wasn't like that dark red, scabbing look. So it looked like a fresh cut. And yeah, she didn't want to be next to Frankenstein. I don't blame the poor girl. But I told the nurse that one way I know things are getting better, that I'm making progress, is now they'll look at me twice, when I'm on the metro, but they won't run away. So I'm not scaring people off. I'm just, I'm still getting weird and odd looks. Mainly I would say because these bandages on the side, because actually if I just had the headband, you would almost think like, oh, that looks fine. It's maybe he's trying to be stylish or whatever. But see, I have another one right there. So yeah, like it's completely covered by there. But anyways, those bandages need to be there because that is the precious recipient site. Nothing can happen to that. Those are like airbags for the, most precious grafts that have just been inserted. The doctor says they need 7 days to set in. So from what I read, during those 7 days, nothing must happen to your head. You must get no bumps. I'm walking down the street, and here in Bangkok, it's a crazy place. So now I'm even trying to avoid walking down the street because there's like, I'm not even tall. I'm 1.79, 1.8. There's like signs that come right down your forehead, right down the top of your head. I'm like, and you know, they're jutting out, and there's like ropes and wires and electric stuff, and there's cars zooming by. So anyways, this is a Bangkok particular thing, but even if you live in a crazy city, first 7 days, just don't, I'm gonna try to avoid even going out as much, so that way there's nothing. I have to protect these at all costs, so that's why they're double bandaged up, and that's why it's worth having them there, even if people are, you know, giving me weird stares and whatnot. And I, you know, you could wear the hat or like the bandana, but I like to keep my head and my hair and my face like aired out. I don't want it to be, you know, compressed or, you know, no ventilation. So that's the other thing. So she just changed out the bandage. I did make a strange request while I was there. I asked her, can we see the bandage? Can I see the bandage? And can I take it home with me? She was like, what do you want to take a used bandage? But I wanted to show this to you guys because one thing I've noticed is this second time around has just been so much easier. I'm thinking part of that boils down to, you know, experience. Since I've done it before, I know what to expect. I know how to optimize things. I know what things to get, like that pillow, that nice, you know, organic bamboo towel. I know to clear everything out, and I'm just gonna be relaxed. I'm in the mind frame, I'm in the mindset. I know, like, I even know what restaurant I wanna order from, delivery, because I know that's gonna be the optimal food for me and my recovery. Anyways, so I got it all mapped out. And of course, this time around, they didn't take out as much hair. And, you know, I did things right. So the first time, I'm not sure if you guys remember those videos, but I had loads of leakage. Like, I couldn't sleep. And man, the towels, they were having spots on them. The pillows, there was like, man, based on the amount of like driedness, the dried up stuff, I was thinking, man, the middle of the night stuff must be like streaming out for it to make it all the way off my head, off the bandages, off this headband. Got cut off there a tiny bit, but yeah, basically, you guys know what I was saying. The first time around, it was a lot. The second time, I was quite curious. So when she took the bandage off, which was going all the way across, it was, you know, almost like this headband. I said, I want to see, and it was a white one, which I have here. I said, I want to see it. Can I take a look at, you know, just the entire thing? I'm going to show it to you guys. Don't worry, it's not graphic because actually it turned out a lot better than I thought. So let's just say it was on my head like this, going around. I'll pan through it so you can see it's white, so anything will show up quite easily. There's a spot here. That's, I don't even know if that's blood, but you know, it's very light in color, so it could have been, you know, something else. That one, it's like a drop of blood. It's super small, and I have it zoomed all the way into the camera. And then there's like maybe something very light there, but again, it's so light, it's not even really blood. So yeah, this whole strip that went around, that big, you know, FUT strip they did on my head, yeah, not a lot leaking out, so I'm just pleasantly surprised. I was thinking another video topic I would make is the importance of doing, you know, the head stretching and the laxity exercises, and maybe I'll put in my own tips and stuff on how I did it, because it is difficult, especially to maintain. But other than that, you know, the doctor, he comes in. So again, they're doing another procedure today. He doesn't have a lot of time. That place, like I said, I'm not surprised that they're busy, but he takes a quick few minutes to come check on, you know, the back of my head. And he prescribed one more thing for me, which is this medicine called Fusidin. I don't know. Anyways, it's basically for the folliculitis. So I'm supposed to put this on twice a day. Before we finish, I'll give you guys the recap of the other stuff that they gave me, because, you know, they gave me the big painkiller and then that anti-nausea one that goes together with it. I finished the last one like this morning, and I didn't even think I really needed it. But again, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste it. I already have it. I might need it, so let me just finish it. They only gave about, I think, 4 of those, which are supposed to take every 8 hours, a couple times a day. The other 2, so there was one, remember I mentioned that there was there's like a smaller painkiller, like the Tylenol, in case it's not enough. I never even opened this bag, so I didn't need to use those. The other two, which were the one was anti-inflammation and the other one was an antibiotic. These actually have a lot in them. These have a lot. These are really small pills, so they don't sound that loud. But anyways, these have like a week's supply. It's supposed to be taken twice a day. I took them again twice today, twice yesterday, once after each meal. So they told me to continue taking these because that should help to combat the folliculitis. Actually, I'm in an office chair, spin around the folliculitis that the doctor was monitoring on the back of my head. So they took more photos, and the photos that they took for today, they're not really checking to see if the hairline has changed or anything. They already know it's pretty set. They're looking to see how the recovery is going. So the color of the redness, how the hairs are doing, and then definitely all the spots on the back of my head and stuff. But now they said things look good. She washed my hair and she blow dried it again. Again, the blow dryer, I'm not sure if I mentioned the last, but they only use cold air. It's very soft. It's all very gentle. They said come back in about a week. So I'm gonna go back in exactly 5 days. So if today is day 2, that will be day 7. Just a week after the procedure, and they'll do the follow-up there. And that's about it for the second post-op follow-up appointment that I had at the DHT clinic. So like I said, guys, I'm pretty happy about this. Things have been going well. And the second time around just seems so much easier. I was ready for it. I guess, I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to be getting multiple hair transplants. I'd say, less is better. If you could do it in one, sure. But one upside of doing multiple ones, and I'm sure if any of you guys out there have done it, it only gets easier, right? So yeah, guys, let's leave it there. I will update on some other nice little video topics I had, like the one, for example, about the scalp laxity, some other more detailed breakdowns, and of course during the next post-op appointment, because I think those are good points in the recovery process to make a video. But let's talk soon, guys. Hope you are enjoying the process, the journey, the videos that I'm making. Cool. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.